My YouTube channel has been the absolute best method of lead generation that I've ever tried in my 16 years as a realtor. But if you think that you just make a video, you throw it up there, and you hope that someone sees it, and they become so enamored with you that they call you and hire you because of it, well, how's that working out for you so far? Collecting prospects, contact information in order to be able to follow up with them doesn't have to be hard. I'm going to show you how I've done it in my real estate business to help go from 0 people in my database to almost 3,000 without having to pay for any ads. So if you're ready to make your YouTube channel a client attraction machine, let's do this. Welcome back, everybody. I am Karen Carr. Thank you for being here today. If you're watching this in my Facebook group, hello, I am the host of this awesome group. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not in our Facebook group, you should totally go join it because it's awesome. So I am going to put the link up on the screen right now. You and 16,000 of your closest real estate buddies can all join this group and learn everything you need to know about how you can use attraction marketing to bring you more business, because it's not 1998 anymore, and we don't need to be cold calling people and door knocking and buying leads and all of those things. Let's just not do that anymore. So I'm coming at you live today so I can answer some of your questions about how to build your database, and I can talk to you in real time. But first, let's get to the comments and we'll see who is here so far. Let's see who I've got in my comments. You may be wondering why I'm not in my office. It's because my air conditioning broke. And it was 92 degrees in my office when I went upstairs about an hour ago and said, oh, heck no, we will not be doing our live stream from the office today. So it was just a little too warm up there. So hi, Blonde Real Estate Atlanta. What a great channel name you have. Yeah, it was a little too toasty. So here I am in my living room. I'm wearing the loosest, floppiest sundress I own, because you're in Atlanta, you're in Florida, you know exactly how warm it is right now. Today, it is hot and it is steamy, and there was no way I could go up into the office. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you here. You're in Dubai. Oh my goodness. What is the weather like in Dubai right now? I can't even imagine. Hello from Cali. Hello, hello, hello. So let's talk about how to build your database from your YouTube videos. This is a question that I get in my real estate Facebook group all the time, and I'm going to bring it up on screen right now. Let me make the banner go away about the Facebook group first, though. Okay, got it. So Kevin posted a long time ago and said, I'm thinking about getting rid of my website. It has all the bells and whistles, but I haven't gotten any leads from it. I've had it for almost 3 years. I can use my local MLS for drip campaigns, MailChimp for correspondence, and most buyers and sellers are using Zillow. So what are your thoughts? Well, this is a really great question, and I get this all the time. To me, it's really important to have a way to collect information from your prospects. So whether it's a website, whether it is a landing page solution, or a CRM that has forms that you can fill out, that is absolutely step one. So I'm glad that you have the site. The problem is that it doesn't sound as though it is bringing you any new business. And why is that? Well, do you have something that you are offering to them to make them want to opt into your database? I don't think searching for homes is enough. And I don't think that getting your free home evaluation is enough, because you said it yourself, everybody just goes to Zillow. They don't need us to be able to search for homes. They don't need us to tell them what their home is worth. Now, don't even get me started on the Zestimate. We know how accurate the Zestimate is, but the consumers don't know that. And they would so much rather go there and type in their street address and get an answer immediately than have to talk to a real estate agent if they're at the very beginning of their journey, because they know that we're going to call them and follow up with them and keep talking to them, and they're not ready yet. So I honestly feel like we need to drive traffic to a landing page, because on our YouTube channel, there's no way to collect their information. They can watch our videos, but we don't know who they are. If they don't subscribe to the channel, we have no idea who these people are. And even if they do subscribe to the channel, that doesn't mean that I can market to them. Like, I now know their name and maybe I could follow them back, but a lot of people create anonymous YouTube channel names where it's not their real name, it's not their real photo, and there's no way to like reach out and send them emails and things like that. All you could do is maybe follow their channel. What if they don't upload any videos? What if they have a channel with zero content on it? Or it's videos about them, like, I don't know, riding a dune buggy in the sand dunes from 10 years ago. You're going to comment on that video and hope to strike up a conversation. So instead, I think that we ought to send people to a landing page. So what is a landing page? Well, it is a single page on your website. It is designed to do one thing and one thing only. It is designed to let people opt into whatever you're offering them or hit the back button. Either they fill out the form or they go. Can you hear my dog snoring? She is literally in the kitchen. Anywhere I go when I do a live stream, I got the dog snoring in the background. So Emma, hello, you're famous. So this is what a typical landing page solution looks like. Let's talk about what the design should be, the best practices. I think that you should have these best practices. Number one, let me see if I can have the banner pop up while this is showing. Oh, I can. Number one, you should have one call to action only. Do not give them multiple choices. Do not say, do you want this thing, or do you want this thing, or do you want this thing? Do you want to contact me? Do you want to search for homes? Do you want to download my free guide? Do you want to get pre-approved from a mortgage? Do not give them options, because when you overwhelm them, they do none of it. So we want to have one call to action, and that's it. The next thing that is very, very important when it comes to the design, the CTA has to be above the fold. So remember back in the days of newspapers, the front page above the fold is where all the good stuff had to be. If you're on the front page, but you were way at the bottom of the page, you didn't get nearly as much visibility as somebody who had an ad above the fold or a headline above the fold. So we want your call to action to be pretty close to the top before they have to start scrolling. So anything that would show up on their computer before they have to start scrolling. If they can see it without touching anything on their screen, that's considered above the fold. So we want to have one clear call to action. We want to have the CTA above the fold. Now, I also say don't lead with your brokerage information, meaning don't make it such a big part of the landing page. In this particular design that I'm showing you, the place to put your brokerage logo is top and center of the page, but it's not gigantic. So it's there, I'm in compliance, but I'm drawing your eye to the headline. The headline of my landing page is way more important than my brokerage information. I'm putting it there so I don't get in trouble, but we don't want to make that the very first thing that their eye is drawn to on the landing page, because if we do, it tends to come across as too salesy and then they don't want to fill out the form. So a clear call to action. What are they going to get if they opt in? What is in it for them? What would make them want this thing so badly that they will give you their contact information in order to get it? Now, I get asked this all the time. So let me see if I can make this go away so I can be on camera. I used to not ask for people's phone numbers. I thought nobody wants to give us their phone number. That's like a very valuable thing. They don't want to get phone calls. Nobody's going to give me their phone number. So I didn't even ask for it. And then after this whole strategy started to work for a while, I thought, well, what's the harm in asking for it? I'll make it optional. If they want to put it in, cool. And if they don't, that's okay too. The first time I got a lead where they put in a phone number, I called and I was fully prepared for it to be a wrong number or the number you have reached is out of service. And I was gobsmacked when the woman actually answered the phone and we had a great conversation. So then I started to realize that when they watch your YouTube videos and you drive them to a landing page, if the thing that you're offering is valuable, they give you real contact information. So ask for it. Ask for their phone number. What's the harm? If they don't want to put it in, make it optional. Don't make it required. But if you do make it required, just know that some of the time you're going to get a fake phone number. But if you make it optional, you'll be surprised at how many times they put in a valid phone number because they know who you are and they're willing to give you their phone number because you have earned their trust through all of your videos where you've been super helpful and not super salesy, right? So now let's talk about landing page companies. Do you use landing pages now? Put them in the comments and tell me who you are using. There are so many different companies out there. It can be a full-blown website. It can be just a landing page solution. So depending on what you plan to do with this, are you going to blog and write articles? Do you want to have the IDX feed in there so that people can search homes for sale? Only you can answer this question. I am a huge advocate of having a full-blown website where you can blog because then you can rank on Google. But what if you're new to this whole online thing and you're just not ready for that and you already are super busy and you think, I couldn't possibly start writing articles for a website, like ain't got time for that. Well, what about a landing page solution? What about MailChimp makes landing pages? What about leadpages.net? What about Instapage? What about JotForms? There are so many, just Google it. Google landing page solutions. Unsplash. I mean, you'll find, or Unbounce, excuse me, you'll find a million of them and they'll let you create a landing page. Now, it's not a full-blown website, but it is a place to drive traffic. And then you can have it connected to your CRM on the back end so that when they fill out the form, they immediately get the thing that they opted in for and they go into your database and it will start them on a follow-up email campaign. So what will make people opt in? It's called a lead magnet for a reason. And what exactly is a lead magnet? It is a resource that is just so valuable and juicy, and they can't go out and find this information on their own very easily. I think that's got to be key. If it's something like get a free home valuation, it's just not that valuable anymore, right? Because they don't need us to find that information. But what if it were something like, oh, I don't know, this right here, this little baby called How to Increase Your Zestimate to Help Your Home Sell Fast. Let's say that you were making a video to attract sellers and you said, so now you know blah, 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 whatever it was you were talking about in your video. But what happens if Zillow is telling you that the Zestimate is far lower than your asking price? Buyers are going to think that your house is overpriced, and then they're going to want to make lowball offers because they think that you're just being greedy. Is there a way that you can try to raise the Zestimate? Well, I've got a free resource for you to tell you exactly how to do that. Click the link here. They click it, they fill out that form. It is a valuable piece of information that they want. Therefore, they will give you their contact information in order to get it if they want it badly enough. Now, I hope you think that this looks really beautifully designed. Guess what? Canva. I seriously just went into Canva. I picked one of their, it was either a poster or a presentation template. We picked the template that we wanted. We had written out all of the text in like a Word document. And then all we did was copy and paste. We copied from Word, we pasted in Canva. We changed the colors, we put our branding on it. When it's all done, now we can download it. And if it is something that they want badly enough, they will give you their contact information. Here's another one. We did this in Canva as well, like benefit of being a homeowner versus a renter. If you are trying to attract millennial first-time buyers, for example, this is really just an infographic. There was nothing hard about creating this. If you know what you want to say in it, you literally pick the template and then you copy and paste from your Word document. It's very, very simple. And then you put your logo in the center at the bottom, your contact information, your phone number, your brokerage information, boom. But you have to have a place to put it. So you need a landing page, or you need a website. If you don't have either of those, you could do like a Google form where you go to forms.google.com, you create a Google form, they fill out the form, they make their request. You get notified somebody filled out your Google form, but then you're going to have to figure out how to deliver that PDF to them. And if you're only getting, 3 leads a week, maybe that's not a big deal. But when they start coming in a lot more frequently, you just can't. They can't opt in at 2 p.m. and they don't get that PDF until 7:30 p.m. because you were busy. Like, that's really not acceptable. When they opt in, they want it now. So if you have no other solution, do the Google form as a very interim step until you can get something automated set up, because people expect immediate gratification, right? They fill out that form, they expect that thing right now. How many times have you opted into something, you go check your email, after 10 minutes, it's still not there and you're totally ticked off, right? It's not there. It's been 10 whole minutes. Well, imagine if it showed up 4 hours later, how would you feel? So what sort of things can you offer? It can be an ebook. Like, it could be, we did an ebook on how to buy a house using your VA entitlement. How do you know if you're eligible for a VA loan? What is required for the down payment? What is the funding fee? Can the seller pay closing costs? Like, all of those things. How much is it going to cost? How long is it going to take? Blah, blah, blah. You could put it all together in this beautifully designed Canva template, download it as a PDF. It is so much prettier than if you just wrote it as a Word doc. But if you don't even want to do that, just write it as a Word doc, as long as the information is really good and solid, something that would help them and make them want to reach out to you with more questions. So an ebook is a great thing. Some sort of guide, a checklist, even an infographic. The renter versus buyer thing is pretty much just an infographic, right? Something that'll give them a quick win. I would not recommend giving them a 30-page ebook, because they're going to sit down to read it. They're going to see how long it is, and then they're going to bail after page 3 because nobody wanted to spend that much time. Give them something that is easy to digest in one sitting, bite-sized information, something that will give them, like I said, a quick win where they go through it and now they feel like, aha, I understand what to do, and I was able to get to it very, very quickly. So if the information is valuable and it's not something that they can just go out and find on their own by Googling it, then those are really good ideas for things that you can offer as a lead magnet. So I'm going to go to the comments and see if you guys have any lead magnets that you've ever offered before that are working very well for you. What types of things have you offered in the past? Let's see. Oh, good. I am so glad. Holly said, thank God, I've been Googling this stuff for weeks. I am glad. Yes, landing pages are huge, huge, huge for me. This is how we capture all of this traffic that we get on our YouTube channel and on our website as well, because we do post articles on our website. We write blog posts. We create pages on the website full of all kinds of great information. And the Google algorithm finds it because we're optimizing everything, search engine optimization. We're not running any Google pay-per-click ads. We're not paying to drive traffic to the website. It just gets found, which is awesome. So between the Google finding the website or finding the YouTube video, we're trying to say, hey, I've got this free resource for you. Why don't you go get it? It will be awesome. Let's see. Jessica said, is this call to action in a card during the video? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So you're talking in your video. I'm giving you all these tips about selling your house in a crazy hot competitors market, seller's market. Oh, by the way, did you know I have this awesome resource for you called How to Increase Your Zestimate? You should click right here. Now, if it's a card, which is the thing that pops out on screen and it's clickable, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Your channel has to be monetized in order for that to be clickable. So until you get to that point, it's fine. Just put it down below the video. So instead of having it like click this link right here and it pops up on the screen. Instead, say, click this link right down here and it will be in the description box below your video. But once your channel is monetized, that's a really awesome thing if it'll pop up in the card. Or sometimes people get grandfathered in. If you have a channel that you created like 12 years ago, you created it forever ago, you never even used it, some of those channels are grandfathered in that you can still have links in your cards. So if you can, make use of it. If you can't, just put it in the thing down below. It's no big deal. People don't really care where the link is as long as they can get to it and you can find it. You can put it in your end screen. Absolutely. Once your channel is monetized, they can click right in the end screen and it will go to that lead magnet. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Glenn and Kelly, how often do we mention a lead magnet in a video? Well, okay, so this is a really good question. If you are always driving people away from the YouTube platform, eventually YouTube says, every time Glenn puts out a video, people come to the platform and then they leave because he's sending them to his website. So we're not really going to promote Glenn's channel very much anymore because Glenn makes people abandon the YouTube platform. We don't want to have that happen. So my personal recommendation is probably the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time, we want to keep them on YouTube and get them to watch another video. 20% of the time, we drive them to our website. At worst, you could do is like 75-25, but I don't mention it on every single video. I don't tell them to go do something leaving the platform in every single video because I don't want the algorithm to learn that all I do is drive people away from the platform. My call to action is usually watch another video. So we've been making this video where we're talking about selling your house. You could say at the very end, when you get to the end screen, oh, let's see. But now you're probably curious, how do you come up with your asking price? Well, in this video right here, I go over the exact strategy to price your home to get it to sell in the first 10 days that it's on the market. Let's go watch that one next. And you've already recorded it. It's already on your channel. It'll pop up in the end screen. They click it, they go watch it. So many wonderful things happen because of that little action. Number one, you get more FaceTime with them. You get to earn their trust even more. They get to like you and get to know your personality even more. Next, it tells the YouTube algorithm that this particular viewer likes your content. So they're going to keep putting your content in front of that viewer. It's like free retargeting ads that you didn't pay a dime for, but the algorithm has figured out, oh, this guy watched her video and then he clicked and watched another one and then he clicked and watched another one. So now he leaves YouTube. He goes to work. He comes home at the end of the day. He's chilling on the couch with a beer and, a bag of potato chips, and he opens up YouTube. Whose videos are going to be shown to him on his homepage? Yours, because he engaged with a whole bunch of your videos during his last viewing session. So if he watches another one and then he clicks and he watches another one, YouTube is going to follow that guy around for the next 3 weeks. He will think that you are the only agent in town because every time he opens up YouTube, there you are. And that's when you start getting those comments of, I see you everywhere. Well, no, you really don't. You just see me all over YouTube because you keep engaging with my content. So the algorithm keeps showing you more of my content. It's pretty awesome. Cool. Okay, perfect. We're new to all of this, not monetized yet. That's okay. You just put your link down below. It's totally fine. Nobody cares, honestly. From the viewer's perspective, as long as you give them the link and they don't have to hunt for it, it doesn't matter whether it's in the video image or whether it's down below in the text. And in fact, I would do both. If you put it in the cards or in your end screen because you are monetized, I still put it down below in the comments too. Not a bad thing to do at all. Okay, so let's see. You have created your lead magnet. You have gotten a landing page. You have set it all up so that the lead magnet will be delivered automatically as soon as they opt in. And that person's information goes into your CRM. They're going to get tagged with what it is they opted in for. So we don't want to start them on an automated follow-up sequence that is not relevant to what they were interested in, right? It's kind of like if they opt in for how to increase your Zestimate, we do not want our CRM to send them the generic follow-up campaign meant for buyers, meant for first-time buyers. Hey, do you want a list of open houses this weekend? Want me to send you lists of exactly what it is you're looking for? Like, we want to send them things that are relevant to what they expressed an interest in. So if they downloaded that particular magnet, we know that they are thinking of selling. Let's put them on a seller drip campaign, right? So you want them to be tagged with where they came from, what they asked for, what they are most likely interested in. So it will start an automated follow-up campaign that is meant for people that you have not yet talked to. Once you get them on the phone and you talk to them in person, or you're texting back and forth and you have a whole conversation and you have notes to put in your CRM, they're thinking of moving in 3 months. Husband just got a job in Tampa. They're going to sell their house and relocate to Tampa. He does not have an agent in Tampa. I can get the seller side and I can get a referral out of it. Now that you've made notes, you've put them in the CRM, you stop that drip campaign and you start a drip campaign that is a different one for people that you are already in contact with and you're talking to. So it might be designed to get a listing appointment with them. Or if you got the listing appointment when you were on the phone with them, now it's going to say, hey, here is my pre-listing package. I want you to look through this before I get to your house. That way, when I arrive, I don't have to sit there talking about myself the whole time. I will instead be talking about what we can do to help you achieve your goals. So make sure that what you're sending them as a follow-up is relevant to what they asked for. That's how people end up opting out of your CRM and unsubscribing. It's because we're sending them crap that doesn't have anything to do with what they're interested in. You want to make sure that you're sending them good stuff. So how do we drive traffic to that landing page? Well, we said we can do it from the YouTube video. You can write a blog post. You can share it on social media. Why not share it on your Facebook page and Instagram and say, like, just a small post, a paragraph or two, if you're thinking about selling your house. By the way, did I tell you I have this awesome cheat sheet of how to raise your Zestimate? You should totally go get it. Here's the link. You can drive traffic to it through social media, just organic SEO, putting it on your YouTube videos. And of course, you can always run paid traffic to it as well. If you want to run a Facebook ad or a Google pay-per-click ad and get more traffic going to it, totally fine. All are valid methods of driving traffic to your lead magnet. All righty, let's see. I don't know who you are because I guess you did not grant permission to StreamYard. So forgive me if I call you Facebook user. You tell them to watch this next video. How do you make sure that that video is there and they don't have to search for it? In your back end of YouTube, when you upload your video, there is a section on the right-hand side. It says cards, it says end screen, it shows, is it public, is it unlisted, is it scheduled to go out on a certain day and time? You're going to click on that part that says end screen. And then it says add an element to the end screen, and you're going to click video. Now it will say, which video are we putting in there? Do we want the algorithm to pick the one that they think is best for the viewer? Do we want it to be your most recent video, so the one that you uploaded last time? Or do we want it to be a specific video? And you're going to say specific video, and then you're going to browse for it. So it shows you all of your videos, and you just click on the one that you want to drop right in there. So if you say, watch this video next, and you specify exactly which video it is, you're just going to pick that one from the list of all of your past videos and drop it right in there. And you can drag and drop, so you can move it around. So it could be over here. No, I don't want it there. I actually want it on this side. Sometimes it drops it and it's like right in front of your face. Move it so that it's not right smack on top of your face in the end screen. All of that stuff is editable inside the end screen. And I will leave you by showing you how well this works. I forgot I was sharing my screen. Give me 2 seconds. I want to go here and I want to go here, and I'm going to share my screen. Boom. So this is my website. I said, show me all of the leads that we've gotten since July 1st. It's only July 14th, so it's been 2 whole weeks. We've gotten 35 organic leads from people that filled out these squeeze pages. So it's very, very effective. I feel that for us to be able to drive traffic to this landing page with $0 of ad spend and have 35 people opt in, we follow up with all 35 people. And we find out, like, are they serious? Are they tire kickers? Are they looking to do something soon? Are they looking to do something in 2 years? That's okay. We're going to need the business 2 years from now as well. If they're a long-term lead, now we just put them on a long-term nurture email campaign, and we just write notes to ourselves to follow up every, however often. But we follow up with all of those people. And our CRM does a lot of that automatically for us. So if you do not have any of these systems, you're going to want to start investigating. It is a cost of doing business as far as I'm concerned. You need to have a CRM and you need to have a website that has landing pages. So whatever solutions you decide to use, figure out what you're going to do and go get something and then learn how to use it. Because if you have it, but you never really drive traffic to it, then it's going to be a waste of money. And you're going to say, I've had this website for so long and I'm not getting any leads from it. Well, you have to send people to your website. They don't just know that it exists if you are not driving traffic to them. So at the very beginning, you may want to do some paid traffic and drive people there from Facebook ads, for example, just to get the ball rolling. Then once people are finding it organically because you're ranking all over Google, then you don't really have to do that so much anymore. You can, we don't run any paid ads. And we never did really at the beginning. We've never driven traffic to our website. I've always relied on search engine optimization. And even though it is a long game, it's not a short game, it's a long game. It is so effective. And I find that an organic lead is 100 times better than a paid lead any day of the week. Boom. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Lindsay shared something right here. This is a support doc from Google. I'm not sure exactly what question that is answering, but thank you for sharing it. That is awesome. My website is an Easy Agent Pro website. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know that I've had this website for 5 years now. I think it's awesome. It does so much. It has so many great features, but the greatest feature is that we get a lot of business from it. So our website at this point costs us zero money because we make so much money from people who opt in through our website that it completely, like one sale a year pays for itself 10 times over. So if you don't have a website, you're looking for one, I highly recommend Easy Agent Pro. If you use my name when you signed up as the promo code, they give you all kinds of free stuff. I think they waive your setup fee. They give you a discount for the first 3 months. They give you the CRM part of it totally for free. If you just want a landing page solution, I also use leadpages.net. Love that one. Their templates are beautiful. It's so easy, very intuitive, drag and drop. You can set them up in no time. I think those are all great. And then for CRMs, the jury is still out. I have been using a CRM now for about 5 years. Up until 3 months ago, it was fantastic. Lately, I have had nothing but problems. And I don't think I'm staying with the CRM anymore. I also know Engage More CRM that Patty Sampson has put out. It's fantastic. It includes landing pages with it. That is awesome. So if you need something like that, I would totally investigate Engage More CRM. And hopefully that helps you. If you are interested in taking all of this a little bit further, I am doing my next 5-day challenge. It is coming up here very shortly. Stay tuned. I wish that I had grabbed the link and I did not, so I will put it in the description below after we hang up. We are going to start our 5-day challenge next month. We will be releasing the dates here very shortly. If you want to get on the wait list to be notified as soon as we make the big announcement, you'll get an email that says, hey, guess what? We're ready to do our next 5-day challenge. If you want to be part of it, register completely free of charge to attend. And we go into this whole strategy of using YouTube as a way to build your book of business, as a way to attract clients who actually want to work with you and hire you to represent them in a transaction. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this valuable. And remember, friends don't let friends cold call. See you later, everybody. Bye.